When you're ready.
Your thoughts on this afternoon, Greg?
We had to be patient, Gary, I felt. You know, we set up with a more attacking formation today, that was quite clear. You know, with the two wide lads, particularly Sheldon. You know, we kept feeding him the ball. That was one of the main plans, to keep him on the ball as much as we could. I thought we actually started quite brightly. You know, we got in 3 times where the keeper's made good saves. You know, so we've made the keeper work today for them. But we're going to be taking them chances, Gary. You know, and to come in 0-0 at half time was, you know, a little bit frustrating. They had one chance, they got in, where we just switched off and they got in. But apart from that, you know, we were well on top of this game. I thought for a big proportion of this game.
I could sense your frustration down the touchline in terms of the amount of offside decisions that were going against us. In that, again, we just weren't reading that back line, and that really seemed to frustrate you as the game went on. If you
get caught offside and the ball's been delayed by coming, then it can cut people a little bit of slack. But when you can clearly see, you know, their back line, and it's just laziness upstairs, you know. And the amount of times we just got caught offside today, like you say, was not frustrating, disappointing. Great
free kick from Crispin for James Bolton goes. Nice way for James to finish with us.
Yeah, he's been a credit. As James, you know, he's for a lad of 18 years of age. I've spoke to Steve King, the manager at Maxwell, this week about him, and I've given him an absolute glowing report, like I've always done. You know, he'll go back there now, and you know, he's got another 12 months on his contract at Macclesfield. And if anybody's seen him regular, you know, like I have, we'll see. He's got an opportunity, I think, if he keeps his head down and listens to people. He's got a great opportunity of really having a good career in professional football.
And again, that second goal, another wonderful delivery from Shelley from the corner, and Christian doing what he seems to be doing quite a bit at the moment.
Well,
on the end of it.
Well, we've made him captain. You know, I don't know when the last time a lad from Stafford was captain of Stafford Rangers, but he's earned that. You know, obviously, you know, he's been knocking on the door to be captain here, and obviously with Walsh not being available today, we've handed that to Christian, and Christian will stay captain now for next Saturday. He's done more than enough to warrant that. He can lead this team, and of course, when you're leading the team, Gary, you've got to be on top of your game, and Christian was that today. He put a lot of good tackles in, obviously won a lot of headers, and he's topped off with a really good header.
A couple of absentees today. I understand Lee Downs has left the club. What's the situation with Luke Bottomer and Liam Walsh missing today?
Well, Lee Downs, I informed Lee Downs on Thursday that he wouldn't be in the 16 because, you know, he's a holding midfielder. I explained my reasons. I have a lot of respect for Lee Downs, for what he's, you know, done for me this year. And the least I could give him was be honesty. He was obviously disappointed. He said he felt that he needed to move on. You know, I said that the position that he plays for this team, you know, we've got Dakers and Christian Smith who can both do that, and I do feel that those two could probably take us on rather than Lee. But as a lad and a footballer, he's served this club well this season, and you know, he just wants to play at his age. You know, he's not 21 anymore, he's 29, and he wants to play. And I didn't stand in his way with the decision that he made. Luke Bottom informed me on Tuesday that he was going to New York for 10 days and would miss the next 2 games. Why he didn't tell me any earlier, God only knows. But you know, I would have liked to have had him available, because the way we played today would have suited him wide out there. But he wasn't available. Liam Walsh hasn't trained this week, and because he didn't train on Thursday, the rule I have is if you don't train because of an injury on a Thursday, you're not going to be part of the squad, irrespective of who you are. But we were nice and solid at the back again. Second half, we really did squeeze onto him, and you know, Garrett was a spectator second half, to be honest, Gary. And you know, 3 clean sheets in 4 games. I'm happy with that.
No, I'm not surprised really. And again, you know, the games are coming thick and fast, and it's not going to be an easy game next week against Whitby. I mean, we know, I mean, the surface isn't going to go any better, this season really, and that's going to be a tough fixture against Whitby. They've been on a decent run of form.
They are, and it's a game where we've got to beat them to put another 3 points between us and them. You know, we've said to the players in there today that there's 30 points to play for in this season, which is 25% of your games virtually. A lot of points to play for. You know, we want to finish the season off correctly, and that gives us a start. Irrespective of who you play in this league, we've given them a start. You know, we've taken 3 points out of that 30 now, so next Saturday take another 3, and we you know we'll be getting the points that I feel that we need. But you know, even though it was only 2-0, we've controlled this game for large periods, and if we'd have found our shooting boots today, I'm sure 2-0 would have been a lot more. But 3 points, clean sheet at home against anybody, I'm happy with that. That's fine.
Cheers, Greg.
Pleasure.
Okay, thank you.